Good morning students, Sairam. Let's continue with chapter number 12, Ratio and Proportion. This is part 7 of the chapter. Today we are going to learn about unitary method. To understand unitary method, let's first have a look at some real life situations, some examples from real life. Suppose one chocolate costs rupees 100, how much would 5 chocolate cost? Sometimes we face these problems in our real life. So one chocolate costs rupees 100. So what will be the cost of 5 chocolates? It will be 100 into 5, that means 500. Let's have a look at another example. 3 watches cost rupees 1200. How much would 5 watches cost? So here 3 watches cost rupees 1200. So what will be the cost of 5 watches? So how do we find out? We first find out the cost of one watch. Okay, cost of 3 watches is given. We find the cost of one watch. That will be 1200 divided by 3. Then we find the cost of 5 watches by multiplying 1200 upon 3 by 5. That means 400 into 5. That means the cost is rupees 2000. The cost of 5 watches will be 2000. Let's look at one more example. Suppose 5 pence cost rupees 100. So how much would 9 pence cost? Again what we do? We find the cost of 1 pen and then we find the cost of 9 pence. So cost of 5 pence is given rupees 100. So cost of 1 pen will be rupees 100 upon 5. And 100 upon 5 becomes 20, isn't it? So cost of 9 pence will be rupees 9 multiplied by 100 upon 5 or 9 multiplied by 20. So it is rupees 180. So the cost of 9 pence will be 180. So what we did? We find the cost of 1 pen and then we find the cost of 9 pence. This is what is unitary method. The method in which first we find the value of 1 unit and then the value of required number of units is known as unitary method. Let's have a look at one more example. 5 identical books weigh 5 kg. How much 3 of these books weigh? So here we have 5 books which are identical and which weigh 5 kg. So how do we find the weight of 3 such books? First we find the weight of 1 book and then we find the weight of 3 books. It is given wrong here. It is 3 books. Weight of 3 books. So weight of 5 identical books is 5 kg. Weight of 1 book will be 5 upon 5, isn't it? And then weight of 3 books will be 5 upon 5 kg multiplied by 3. Not 3 kg, 3. So it will be 1 into 3, that means 3 kg. So the weight of 3 books will be 3 kgs. So this is how by applying unitary method we find the solution of problems. So let's have a look at one more example. A train takes 3 hours to travel 180 kilometers. How much time would it take to travel 540 kilometers? So time taken to travel 180 kilometers is 3 hours. Okay. So time taken to travel 1 kilometer is 3 upon 180 hours, isn't it? And then time taken to travel 540 kilometers will be 3 upon 180 multiplied by 540 hours. When we solve this, we get 9 hours as the example. How do we solve it? We can cancel the zeros and 3 and 18 can be divided by 3. So 3 1 times is 3, 3 6 times is 18. Now 54 upon 6 can be divided by 6, 6 1 times is 6 and 6 9 times is 54. So 9 hours we get. Time taken to travel 540 kilometers is 9 hours. Now let's start to solve the problems of exercise 12.3. Problem number 1. If the cost of 7 meters of cloth is 294, find the cost of 5 meters of cloth. So the cost of 7 meters cloth is given as 294 and we have to find the cost of 5 meters of cloth. So what we do? We first find the cost of 1 meter cloth. Okay, so the cost of 1 meter cloth will be 294 upon 7. And 294 when divided by 7 we get 42. The division has been shown here, isn't it? Then cost of 5 meter cloth will be rupees 42 multiplied by 5. 42 when multiplied by 5 we get rupees 210. So the cost of 5 meter cloth will be 210 rupees. Let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 2. Ekta earns rupees 1500 in 10 days. How much will she earn in 30 days? So Ekta's earning in 10 days is rupees 1500. How much she earns in 30 days? So first we will find Ekta's earning in 1 day. Okay, so Ekta's earning in 1 day is 1500 upon 10. So it becomes rupees 150. So Ekta's earning in 30 days will be rupees 150 multiplied by 30. So 150 multiplied by 30 becomes 4500. So Ekta earns rupees 4500 in 30 days. Problem number 3. If it has rained 276 millimeter in last 3 days, how many centimeter of rain will fall in one full week? That means in 7 days. Okay, we have to assume that rain continues to fall at the same rate. So it has rained 276 millimeters in 3 days. Okay, how many centimeters we have to find out of rain will be there in 7 days. So first we will find the rain in 1 day and then rain in a week, and then we will convert it from millimeters to centimeters. So the rain in 3 days is given as 276 millimeters. So the rain in 1 day will be 276 divided by 3. So it becomes 92 millimeters. The division is shown here. 9 times is 27. Then we take 6 and 3 2s is 6. So 92 we get 92 millimeters rain in 1 day. Now rain in 1 week, that means in 7 days, it will be 92 millimeters multiplied by 7. When we multiply 92 millimeters by 7, we get 644 millimeters. But we have to find the rain in centimeters. So what we do? To convert millimeters into centimeters, we have to divide 644 by 10. Why? Because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So we divide 644 by 10. Then what we get? We get 64.4 centimeters as the rain in 7 days. So 64.4 centimeters of rain will fall in one full week or in 7 days. Problem number 4. Cost of 5 kg of wheat is rupees 30.50. What will be the cost of 8 kg of wheat? So cost of 5 kg of wheat is given. We have to find the cost of 1 kg of wheat and then we will be able to find the cost of 8 kg of wheat. So that is what is done here. Cost of 5 kg is wheat is rupees 30.50. So the cost of 1 kg will be 1 kg wheat will be 30.50 upon 5. And 30.50 upon 5 can be solved like this, because we have decimal in the numerator. So denominator we will multiply by 100. Why? Because in here after decimal 2 digits are there, 30.50. So to remove the decimal we multiply the denominator by 100. So it becomes rupees 61 upon 10. Now a cost of 8 kg of wheat will be 61 upon 10 multiplied by 8. So what do we get? We get 488 upon 10. So it can be written as rupees 48.8, isn't it? So it costs rupees 48.80 to buy 8 kg of wheat. So the cost of 8 kg of wheat is rupees 48.80. Next problem. Problem number 5. The temperature dropped 15 degrees Celsius in last 30 days. If the rate of temperature drop remains the same, how many degrees will the temperature drop in next 10 days? So the temperature dropped 15 degrees Celsius in 30 days. So what will be the temperature drop in next 10 days? So what we will do, temperature drop in 30 days is given. We will find the temperature drop in 1 day and then we will find the temperature drop in 10 days. So temperature drop in 30 days is 15 degree. So temperature drop in 1 day will be 15 upon 30. 15 upon 30 can be written as 1 upon 2 degrees, isn't it? Half degree. So temperature drop in 10 days will be half degree multiplied by 10. Not 10 degree, half degree multiplied by 10. So it becomes 5 degree. So the temperature drop will be 5 degrees in next 10 days. Problem number 7. Cost of 4 dozen bananas is rupees 60. How many bananas can be purchased for rupees 12.50? Here we have to find the number of bananas to be purchased in rupees 12.50. Cost of bananas for rupees 60 is given. So we know that 1 dozen banana means we have 1 dozen bananas means 12 units or 12 bananas we have. So 4 dozen bananas means it will be 12 multiplied by 4, that means it will be 48. So the number of bananas purchased for rupees 60 is 48, isn't it? So the number of bananas purchased for rupee 1 will be 48 upon 60. Okay, 48 upon 60 can also be written as 48 upon 6 into 10, which becomes 8 upon 10, because 8 times is 48, isn't it? So it becomes 8 upon 10, which when reduced to lowest term becomes 4 upon 5. So the number of bananas purchased for rupees 12.50 will be 4 upon 5 multiplied by 12.50. Now how do we solve this one? 4 upon 5 multiplied by 12.50. So we have a decimal here. So what we do, to remove the decimal, we take 100 in denominator, because here after decimal we have 2 digits. So we multiply the denominator by 100. So it can be written as 4 upon 5 into 125 upon 10. 4 upon 5 multiplied by 125 upon 10. Now for convenience of calculation, we have taken it like this. So it becomes 4 upon 10 multiplied by 25, isn't it? 5 ones are 5 and 5 25 is 125. So it becomes 4 upon 10 multiplied by 25. So 4 into 25 becomes 100. So we get 100 upon 10, which means 10. So the number of bananas which can be purchased for rupees 12.50 is 10 or 10. Now next problem, problem number 9. A truck requires 108 liters of diesel for covering a distance of 594 kilometers. How much diesel will be required by the truck to cover a distance of 1650 kilometers? So the diesel required to cover 594 kilometers is 108 liters. So the diesel required to cover 1 meter is 108 upon 594 liters. So it can be reduced like this, both numerator and denominator divided by 18, we get 6 upon 33. If you want to simplify by other methods, you can do it, and we get 6 upon 33, which becomes 2 upon 11 in the simplest form. So the diesel required to cover 1650 kilometers will be 2 upon 11 multiplied by 1650. So what do we get when we multiply these two? So diesel required to cover 594 kilometers is 108 liters. Okay. So we have to find the diesel required to cover 1 kilometers. It will be 108 divided by 594 liters. So we divide both the numerator and denominator by 18, and what do we get? We get 6 upon 33, which can be reduced to the lowest term as 2 upon 11. If you want to simplify by any other method, you can also do that. So the diesel required to cover 1650 kilometers will be 2 upon 11 multiplied by 1650 liters. Now how do we simplify this? We can divide 1650 liters by 11. By 11 we can divide, we get 15. So it becomes 2 into 150. So we get 2 into 150 becomes 300 liters. So 300 liters of diesel is required for covering a distance of 1650 kilometers. Problem number 10. Raju purchases 10 pens for rupees 150 and Manish buys 7 pens for rupees 84. Can you say who got the pens cheaper? So we have two persons here, Raju who purchases 10 pens for rupees 150 and Manish buys the pens 7 pens for rupees 84. So how can we say that who buys the pen for cheaper rate? That means we have to find the cost of one pen in both cases and then we can compare. So let's first do that for Raju. For Raju, cost of 10 pens is rupees 150. So cost of one pen will be 150 divided by 10, that means rupees 15. And in case of Manish, cost of 7 pens is rupees 84. So cost of one pen will be 84 upon 7. So it becomes 12, isn't it? 7 12 times is 84. So we can easily find out that cost of one pen for Manish is cheaper. So Manish got the pens cheaper for a cheaper price. So children, problem number 6, problem number 8 and problem number 11 of exercise 12.3 have been given as homework. These three problems are very simple. You can apply the method of unitary method to find the answers. First, problem number 6 is Shaina pays rupees 7,500 as rent for 3 months. How much does she has to pay for whole year? Whole year means for 12 months. If the rent per month remains the same. Okay. Then problem number 8, the weight of 72 books is 9 kg. What is the weight of 40 such books? So we have to find the weight of one book and then we have to find the weight of 40 such books. Problem number 11, Anish made 42 runs in 6 overs and Anup made 63 runs in 7 overs. Who made more runs per over? So similar kind of problem just now we have solved. You have to find out who made more runs per over. Before I end this session, let's have a look at the portion for your upcoming Essay 2 exam. Children, there are 6 chapters which are included for Essay 2 exam. These are chapter number 6 integers, chapter number 7 fractions, chapter number 8 decimals, chapter 10 mensuration, chapter number 11 algebra and chapter 12 ratio and proportion. So keep practicing the problems from these chapters so that you get a good practice before your exam starts. Thank you.